Hey guys, so I had a couple of things I wanted to talk to y'all about, and it was too much to type, so here go my little video for y'all again. So the first thing I wanted to talk to y'all about that been bothering me is words and vibrations. We gotta start paying attention to the things we're saying, and we gotta start paying attention to the vibrations we're giving off. The reason why is because the English language is bastardized. Like, it's so bastardized. Notice how they would not allow black people to read or write until they were able to devise a language that perfectly kept you going in circles no matter what you say. I'm going to give a few examples so y'all can see what I'm talking about, and then we're going to go from there. So let's say, for instance, how when you're little they teach you how to spell. Right? That's why it's called spelling, because what you say, you're actually casting a spell. Any thought that you hold in your head for longer than 90 seconds begins to manifest in one version or another. So in either in a positive version or a negative version, but it does begin to manifest. Then if you say it, then you're actually casting a spell out into the universe. So that's one thing. That's why it's called spelling. That's why they give you those spelling bees when you little to learn how to spell. Now, this is so serious. I know a lot of y'all don't think it is, but let me show you how serious this is. Now, the English language is called spelling because you're casting spells, right? Now, so let's say, for instance, in Congress, legislation, the Senate, whatever you want to refer to it, however you want to refer to it as, when they want to pass a bill. Now, pass a bill, cast a spell. Keep this in mind. Passing and casting is basically the same thing. Like, you're casting a spell. You're doing something and you're putting it out into the universe to change the reality around you. It's the same thing with passing a bill. You're devising something and then you're going to put it out into the universe or the country to change the reality of the country. So, when you perform a spell in alchemy, witchcraft, magic, however you want to refer to it as, you write a petition. Now, when they want to pass a bill, they petition the bill. It's the same thing, guys. Now, let's say, for instance, the document. Now, in history, when you were little, you should have learned this. Most of us probably forgot. But in history, when they came to steal this land, they used a document, or they used a method called manifest destiny. Now, in alchemy, witchcraft, sorcery, whatever you want to refer to it as, when you cast a spell and it comes into fruition, they refer to it as manifestation. So it's the same method. It's the same exact method that they use on you every minute of the day. Minutes that you can think of and minutes that you can't think of. But they tell you to stay away from it. They tore it down off of your pyramids. They got rid of all the evidence. And they take it and they use it to run the world. To literally run the world. And they tell you to just give all your problems to the government or God and let them be solved that way. When that is not the method that they use. They use your method against you and tell you that it's evil and it's satanic. So, that's a big thing that we have to really start paying attention to as a collective, because that's the reason we cannot get from this oppressed place as a collective, because as a collective we don't understand what has been taken away, and what has been given in place of what has been taken away is a far less effective method. I'm gonna leave it at that. That's another video. I don't want to be on Facebook like it's YouTube. Okay, the vibrations of the English language. A few examples. Good morning. I'm gonna start with good morning because that's what you greet people when you wake up with, and that provides the rhythm for their whole day. The word morning. Morning and morning is the same word. I know some people would say, well, it's spelled different. It doesn't matter. It's the same vibrations. Remember what I was just telling you about vibrations. So in essence, what you're telling a person when you tell them good morning, you're telling them have a good period of morning. Whatever you're already mourning or whatever you may be about to mourn, have a good time doing it. So I like to use grand risings. because I mean, to me, that's a better phrase. You can come up with your own phrase. It's up to you. But good morning is really something you need to take into consideration so far as stop using. Another example, why do you drive on a parkway but park on a driveway? So it's those things that make you go, another example, Thomas Paine's common sense. The conundrum with that is common sense is not common. Common sense is a superpower. But that's one of those aha moments that you realize when you're dealing with the English language. They call it common, but it's not common at all. So I started with the vibrations of words and chants and things to move on to the slogan, I can't breathe. Guys, we got to stop using that. In any version of creation, if you study any version, the Sumerian tablets, the Numa Elish, the Bible, a couple of other versions. In any version of creation, there was a breath of life given. The breath of life ultimately means soul. The breath, air, your soul. So when you're out there saying you can't breathe, on a superficial level, you're casting, as I explained earlier, you're casting a spell on yourself. So eventually a situation may come where you can't breathe. On an occult level, what you're saying is, I don't have a soul, or my soul is up for grabs. And I know that's like, a lot of y'all don't want to hear that. But you have to learn how to decode symbolism in the occult, because that's what runs the world, whether we like it or not. And right now, it's very imperative that you at least know some symbolism or know how to decode some things, because it's coming down to it. What I'm saying is your actual lives and safety are dependent on it out there. Like the hangings, that is coded. It's coded in the $20 bill, but if you don't know the symbolism, you wouldn't know that. So it's certain things that you have to really, really, don't keep going around thinking you don't need to know this information. You need to know it, and it's getting to the point your life depends on it, guys. Another thing with the codes, the songs. Let's say, all right, universe. The word universe, right? What's a verse? It's basically poems, music, words that you spit to a rhythm over a beat. That's a verse. We learned that on Brown Sugar, the perfect verse over a tight beat, right? Una, what's una? One. So let's say, for instance, you got a unibrow, you got one brow. Uno, number one. So una means one. So universe. So you saying one song, one beat, like they say on Drumline, one band, one rhythm. So what do you notice about black people? You put on a song and we all gonna start basically moving to the same rhythm, right? So that's one thing. So that's what universe is. One on the same rhythm, becoming one with the same rhythm, becoming one through the same song. So I say all this to say that learn how to decode your music that you're listening to, or at least start to listen to what you're listening to. Don't just keep bobbing your head, oh, this sound good. You can't keep doing that. Pay attention. Like, say, for instance, Lil Wayne. He has a song, him and Nicki Minaj, Dark Side of the Moon, right? Then Transformers. They have a movie, Transformers, Dark of the Moon. Pink Floyd has an album, Dark Side of the Moon. What's the dude? The rapper Buddy, featuring A$AP Ferg, he has a song called I'm Black. In that song, he has a line that say, my thoughts are darker than the dark side of the moon. So I'm saying this to say that you have to start to wonder when you hear things repetitively, what do they mean? Go do some research. Go Google it. Ask somebody. You probably won't find what that means on Google, because that's something that's taught in their secret society schools. But I'm just saying, start to raise questions about the stuff that you see and you hear repetitively. Another thing about the programming, do not keep watching traumatization. Like, don't keep traumatizing yourself repetitively. That's how they program you, through repetitive traumatization and symbolism. So let's say, for instance, okay, the event that went on with George Floyd. But you had to think of, okay, it was traumatizing. They made sure they showed it on TV because it was traumatizing. It's repetitive because how many black people, unarmed black people, have been killed by the police. Then the symbolism, on a surface level, the symbolism is just the blue uniform and the badge. On a deeper level, it was a lot of symbolism in that, but that's not for YouTube. I mean, that's not for Facebook. But anyway, so when you start to see this repetitive traumatization, what a lot of people don't know, it controls your testosterone levels. So let's say, for example, if you know guys, if they into basketball, sports, baseball, whatever they into, even if they into going to the casino, right? When they come home and they won, they all the way up. If they don't, they all the way down. They're dragged. It's scientifically proven winning raises your testosterone level, losing drops your testosterone level. So that repetitive thing that they showing you, and you feeling like you took a loss, and you are taking a loss, your team took a loss regardless, because on the surface level, this man is the same color as you. So you took a loss on a surface level. So what that does, it programs you and makes you feel a certain way. So you have to stop with that. Another thing is the I can't breathe mechanism. Like I said, in any version of creation, there was a breath of life. So you have to stop chanting you can't breathe, because what you're ultimately saying is, one, you could be casting a spell on yourself, so later on you are in a situation where you can't breathe. Two, you're ultimately saying that you don't hold your soul. I can't catch my breath. I can't catch my soul. I don't hold it. It's up for grabs. That's another thing. And I know I think I said that earlier. I'm not sure. But so you have to really start to pay attention to what's going on around you. Another thing, the 4th of July is coming up in, I think, 2-3 days. I don't know. But if you're going to celebrate it, one, wear all black. Do not wear black and blue. Two, try consciously to support as many black-owned establishments as you can while you're out there. I, for one, I don't feel like there's nothing to celebrate, so I won't be celebrating. There's nothing to celebrate. But for those of you that made the choice that you do want to celebrate, just try to be conscious and, make some conscious decisions while you out there. I think that was it, that everything that I had. But yeah, do try to start paying attention to the things that are around you. With the black businesses, I know, a lot of y'all having trouble getting in there because they booked or they taking too long to call back. The thing, I'm going to give this example. When you don't like a Walmart, right, you go to another one. You drive to another one. When you don't like a Target, you drive to another one. A lot of people, for one, I don't like McDonald's, period. But I know when I didn't like that McDonald's up on Frederick Road. I would drive to another one. So I'm saying all that to say, do the same thing with your black businesses. Don't just give up on your black businesses because you came across 1 or 2 or even 3 or 17 of them that the service, you didn't like, because you wouldn't give up on McDonald's. You wouldn't give up on Walmart. You wouldn't give up on Wendy's. You would drive to another one that you like, one that you meshed well with, one where their service worked out for you, one where their fries are always hot. This is what you would do. So do not have that same discouragement when it comes to your own people. Find one that they like. It's unacceptable at this point, guys, because you had a bad experience to run back to the Asians to get your nails done. It's so many black girls out there willing to do your nails right now. It's so many. Another thing, the hair industry, billions of dollars a year. Find somebody black that sells hair. Do not go into these Asian stores buying hair from them. Like, some of the things, we have to start somewhere, guys. Please, please, we really do. Another thing, I had a couple of people contact me last week, investors, looking to invest in, you know, the Black Attack movement, and I really appreciate that. Thank y'all. I will be getting in touch with y'all next week. What I'm going to try to do is for the people that are on the same page. So, and guys, don't get offended, because I will ask you how much money you have and is it ready to go right now. And the reason why is because I don't want to link you up with somebody that has their money to go and are ready to invest right now, and you may not have your money ready to go for another 5 to 6 months. And you know, this group is ready to go right now, because that's going to, you know, it won't work in harmony that way. So I would try to link you up with somebody that's saying, yeah, I like this idea, and I'm going to try to put people together with people that has the same idea. So if they had their money to go right now and they had the same idea and they have a location in mind, then we need to start on that Black Attack for that location. So in another year, they can be moving into their store, their location. So that's why I'm trying to link people together on the same time frame, idea as into what they want to start and things of that nature. The video getting like a little long for Facebook or Instagram or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and let y'all have y'all dated or whatever fun. I don't know what y'all are doing today, but so, and just keep a couple of things in mind, and I love y'all. And if y'all going to be out, be protected. Do not be a sitting duck somewhere laid around drunk on a beach for their holiday. Like, be protected. And also another thing, you have to let people know that black love does not mean hate of everybody else. I don't hate anybody. I got a couple of messages from, I guess, the patriots of the land. I don't know, white people flying flags, saying that the last video I put out was an attack on their economy or whatever. But you had to realize, if L building L economy is an attack on their economy, then ultimately they work for us. We don't work for them. Ultimately, we take care of them. And the thing is, we need to learn how to take care of us better than we are taking care of them. I really want y'all guys to understand that. And share this video. Have a good time, but not too good on their holiday. I don't care if y'all wait till Sunday to celebrate, but God forbid. All right. Have a good day.